Dogecoin looks like it's getting a breakout to the upside right now. I was watching this rising channel right here. In my last video, I was talking about how we had resistance, 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 and then support and support, which made me draw these two trend lines. And we had basically been bouncing in between those two trend lines. Came down, hit that support, and then bounced to the upside. We didn't quite touch it, but we came down, found right around that area, and got a bounce to the upside. When we broke this downtrend over here, when we broke this downtrend going to the upside right here, I opened a position and I was targeting this area of 0.17379, and these are some of my other positions that I've accumulated along the way. But I think this might be my first target. We could also look at this 180 moving average up here at 0.179 if we start going past that. But for right now, I'm pretty much targeting here. The other thing we could target is the top to the, so we just had this channel pattern. So we had a channel pattern. We broke that going to the upside. That's pretty much what I'm talking about when I say we got a breakout. We could drag from the top to the bottom of that channel, then drag this to the breakout, and that gives me a target of approximately 0.17647, which pretty much lines up with the previous top over here. Or yeah, I mean, that's actually closer to the wick that we got over here. But in general, in my opinion, I think since we broke this Fibonacci retracement level, the next level that I'd be looking at is the 38% level sitting at 0.174 approximately. So yeah, looks like we're getting a breakout. It looks pretty decent so far. It also looks like Bitcoin is continuing to head up. Let's go ahead and take a look at that chart real quick. In my last video, I was also talking about how we broke this little pattern right here. Or actually, we broke it right here going to the upside, and I was targeting 67,274. It looks like we're kind of coming up to that 23% level, which we got rejected at over here and got pushed down. Let's see if we could break through that and then continue on to this target. But in general, what I wanted to look at this chart again is because we had a downtrend, broke to the upside. In general, if Bitcoin's moving up, then that's a good sign for crypto in general, in my opinion. If we also take a look at Dogecoin compared to Bitcoin, like I was talking about in one of my last videos, is if this chart is going down, then that's good for Bitcoin. If this chart is going up, that's good for Dogecoin. I was saying that we had resistance, resistance, resistance. I was basically watching this trend line, and I was saying if we could break this going to the upside, that'll be a good sign for Dogecoin. We broke it right here. We got a slight little pump. This was probably from that right down here to this. That was probably that little pump. And then now it looks like we had a little downtrend for a little bit. If we go into the 1 hour time frame, we had a little downtrend. Looks like we broke that going to the upside, and it looks like we're getting some nice green candles now. Basically, like I said, if this chart is going up, that's good for Dogecoin. If this chart is going down, it's good for Bitcoin. And so yeah, looks pretty decent right now. Got a nice little breakout. We are getting a little bit of green, some nice little green candles, pretty decent ones. My next target is 0.17379, the Fibonacci retracement level, and the way I got that is targeting, or not targeting, but let me go ahead and turn off my positions. These are all my positions that I have on this chart. I've been trying to accumulate. Let me go ahead and turn that off real quick though. And the orange ones are my limit orders. I still have my limit orders set down there just in case. Now that we're breaking to the upside though, I'm much less confident on these limit orders sitting at this previous bottom and this Fibonacci retracement level down here. But going back to the Fibonacci chart, we had a big run up. We started coming down, so I drew a Fibonacci retracement. You get the Fibonacci retracement tool, drag from the bottom to the top, and that gives you some lines to watch, some levels to watch for a retracement or a dip, basically. And so I like watching the 50% and the 38%. Sorry, let me delete this. I like watching the 50% and the 38%. Well, that one too, the 61's good too, but the 38 and the 50% are my favorites. 50's probably my favorite. And so we came all the way down to the 61%, got a bounce, came back down, hit that again, and now we're bouncing to the upside. I'm targeting this one. If we can continue past this one, then I think the next thing that I would be looking for as resistance is this resistance right here and resistance right here, giving me this trend line. So if we come up all the way up here, I wouldn't be surprised if we got pushed back down and we could start maybe buying these limit orders back if we start we have a nice little uptrend, we get rejected and start pushing down, then what I would probably be doing is start trying to buy these limit orders or these Fibonacci retracement levels, maybe take some profits, start setting up limit orders again to the downside. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I think the last thing is the daily 9 moving average that I wanted to talk about real quick. Let me clear out some of this stuff. Actually, that's fine. What I wanted to say is it looks like we're breaking the 9 moving average going to the upside right now. I'm tracing out the 9 moving average right here. That's what that is. And we broke that going to the upside, which is good in my opinion. And I was talking about it on the last couple videos because we'd been getting closer to the price. And I was saying the closer that we get to the price, the more likely or the better chance we have to break to the upside. And we broke that going to the upside. Let's see if we could close this candle above this 9 moving average. And then tomorrow, hopefully we can get another green candle pushing to the upside. Then, I mean, we could be looking at breaking this downtrend and starting to target the previous tops and even maybe breaking out of that. I think this is a really good signal. Let's see if we could stay above that 9 moving average on the daily though, because it can help and give us support on it. And then when we break below it, it gives us, sometimes it'll give you resistance on it. Support and then resistance. So yeah, this is a good signal in my opinion. So let's see if we can keep on that trend. And then, so I mean, yeah, we'll see what kind of uptrends we can form in the meantime. Maybe we can find an uptrend to keep track of. So that way, if it starts breaking that uptrend, then we'll have a signal that we can maybe come back and buy this Fibonacci retracement level again, or if we think it's going to go higher. If it stays on the uptrend, then it could possibly go higher. If it starts breaking a trend, we haven't really formed one yet in my opinion, but I'll be keeping an eye on that as well. Maybe if you go to the 1 hour time frame, you have this support right here and this support right here. Maybe you can take a look at something. I mean, maybe that can be the start of it. Let's see if that holds. Like I said, it looks like we're getting a couple nice little green volume candles. Let's see if we can continue that momentum. Yeah, let's see if we could keep going up. All right, if you guys liked the video, hit that thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.